Ready here for the 2014 Colorado Lacrosse playoffs, live from Shea Stadium. First round of action between the Rock Canyon Jaguars and the Wheat Ridge Farmers. We're officially underway here after a lightning delay. You can see opening face-off has already occurred. The Makarov feeding to the center to Justin Kehoe, one of the fabulous midfielders, the senior captain, as Wheat Ridge starts with an opening possession here again in round one. There's the nice dodge, and a attempt goes wide off the back of the net. No threat to the goaltender for Rock Canyon. That would be the sophomore Eric Peters, and closest to it was Wheat Ridge, and you see them resetting up top. Wheat Ridge Farmers wearing the black, trimmed with gold at the bottom of their jerseys, blue numerals that is also trimmed in gold. Rock Canyon Jaguars wearing white jerseys, they've got the gold lids. Technically the home team, Rock Canyon, here where they play lacrosse throughout the regular season at Shea Stadium in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. 0-0 game. We're just underway, about a minute into this contest of round one. 10 days away from the state championship, which will be not this coming Friday, but next Friday at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Wheat Ridge has some familiarity with showing up to the house that the Broncos built. Lengthy possession, very patient is Wheat Ridge. Up top and working along the far side, off the dodge, Walker Denton. Retreating back a little bit. Good defense by Rock Canyon, just staying in front of ball right now as Wheat Ridge continues to work it around on the far side, which would be the west side of Shea Stadium. Doing a nice job, threatening to approach the cage as Walker Denton. Excellent defense on the part of Jeffrey Thompson, and still no shot on goal. And here comes one, and that's just a little bit wide. Again, welcoming you to Shea Stadium in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. First round action in the Colorado State Lacrosse playoff brackets. Good competitive matchup going by seeds. The 8 seed Rock Canyon against the Wheat Ridge Farmers, who are the 9 seed. First possession for Rock Canyon after a long, lengthy, patient possession on the other side of the field for Wheat Ridge, resulting in 2 shots on goal, nothing getting through. We're about 3 minutes into the first quarter here at Shea Stadium. Wheat Ridge wearing the black to give you the visual reset. Wheat Ridge in black, blue helmets trimmed in gold. Rock Canyon in white. They have the gold lids themselves. There's a shot, bouncer, and that is rejected. Nice save on the part of Wheat Ridge and Mason Markham, who is an excellent story. As Coach Knott explains it, just a couple of weeks back, was an offensive midi, took it over the starting role, and Wheat Ridge right now on a winning streak of 4 in a row. Doing a pretty good job with Mason Markham, the junior, guarding the cage. A turnover, possession awarded to Rock Canyon, again wearing the right, going right to left on your screen. Welcome to Stream It Sports. Marty Cesario on the call, along with executive producer Phil Mildren, Gail Kakach, and Alex Wines, the rest of the crew. Happy to bring this to you. Exciting time of the year. Here in May, 10 days away from someone winning a lacrosse championship. Have to win this one to advance to the quarterfinals, which will be on Friday. Winner of this one will play Cherry Creek or Colorado Academy. Another nice save for Mason Markham. We remain at zeros, 4 minutes into the first quarter as Markham looks down the field. Harassed, nice pressure on the part of Hunter Newcomb. Down to the ground goes Markham. He already released. Long stickman brings it across. So the clear worked out well for Wheat Ridge. At the exposition is Wheat Ridge. Over to the dime. Dima Makarov is going to work from behind the cage. Dodge to the near side. Checked well. Nice defense by Logan Lee. Wheat Ridge has been patient, attempting to take the shot, or at least hinting at it, on that far side. Eventually decided to give it up. That was Matt Binns across the way, and working through is the very talented Zach Hall, unable to take a feed, and up top here working the dodge with it for a moment was Justin Kehoe. He gives it up. A little bit more activity on this possession for the Farmers, who have pretty much held the ball for most of this first 6 minutes of the first quarter. 0-0 game just got started at Shea Stadium in Douglas County. First round action. Colorado Lacrosse Championships here in Class 5A. Again, another lengthy possession. Shot attempt, that's a bouncer, and it's through. Count it for Justin Kehoe, the sophomore midi. Draws first blood for Wheat Ridge.
Wheat Ridge, goal scored by number 19, Justin Kehoe.
Likely you can hear the public address announcer through our crowd microphones. Justin Kehoe at 6:31 in the first. As we look at the highlight, just a bouncer, nice instinct. Saw the goalie commit, legs were straight, no bend in them, so went low, went 5-hole, able to get one through. Kehoe at 6:31 as another shot attempt comes off the stick of Trey Sayers. Well defended by the sophomore goaltender, Eric Peters. So Peters makes a save. Easy clear for Rock Canyon. They get their offensive attack set up. Near side, Thompson, down low, back to the X, working it all the way around to the far side. Circle it around. Some of that patience we've seen from the couple of possessions of Wheat Ridge. There's a shot that does get through. Radical angle and a score for Rock Canyon.
Rock Canyon goal number 7, Nate Jack.
Nate Jack scores the goal for RC at 5:52. So in roughly 40 seconds, the Jaguars answer the Wheat Ridge goal, and we're back up to an even contest at 1-1 here in the first at Shea. Face-off won by Rock Canyon. Quick transition. Can they get a shot off? Dodge in the interior. Excellent job defensively. 3 guys sandwich and check them down, but Rock Canyon's going to maintain possession. Up top, reset. Ty Veers. Jack steps back on the field. Recently scored a goal at 5:52 to even things up. 5.5 left here in the first, even up 1-1. Ground ball picked up nicely. Hunter Newcomb on the far side. Pause. Veers gets it up top. 2-man game, Jack and Veers. That's Veers with it, works the dodge. Nice pass, down low, excellent save. Mason Markham. Rock Canyon's going to keep it. A little bit more aggressive, getting shots off. Here comes another one. That's wide, and it'll go out. Closest is Hunter Newcomb. RC will maintain the possession. Kehoe scores for Wheat Ridge at 6:31. Nathan Jack for Rock Canyon at 5:52. And we're all tied up 1-1 with the Jaguars. Rock Canyon having the ball for a moment. Knocked loose on a nice check. Good back checking on the part of Wesley Wainwright. Forces the loose ball, and here comes Rock Canyon. Working it around, trying to avoid the long stick. A very active Ty Veers in this first period. Approaching the 4-minute mark remaining in the first. Jack. There's Colton Jackson, leading point totaler on Rock Canyon with 58 on the year. Feeds the near side slot. Rock Canyon can't get a shot off. Working with it, Dylan Adams. Physical check play on the part of Wheat Ridge, and finally a whistle blown, but credit that defense on the part of Benny Pacello, everything you would expect from the future wrestler at Virginia Military Institute. Again, all tied up 1-1 as you see on the score bug here on Stream It Sports. Live from Shea Stadium in Highlands Ranch. First round action in Classification 5A in the Colorado High School Lacrosse playoffs. Just 2 goals scored here in the first. They came within 40 seconds of each other, all tied up 1-1. Nice spin dodge and a feed. Boy, that was set up nicely, but mishandled on the give. And here comes Wheat Ridge, easy clear on foot, Pacello. Problems, ground ball, picking it up. Way to save his team, Zach Hall, who happens to be the leading point totaler for Wheat Ridge. Whistle blown, possession awarded to Rock Canyon. We should point out we did have a lightning delay before our scheduled start. Waited about 20 minutes. Each squad just kind of hang out in the locker rooms. Play hasn't been really that bad, but a couple of misplayed balls. I kind of expect that after not starting based on your expectations. We're all good right now, and seems like we're set up for an excellent contest here in the first round. Again, an 8 seed against a 9 seed. Rock Canyon the 8, Wheat Ridge the 9. The Jaguars in white have possession. Veers working against Reagan Devine. Back to the X position. And circle around up top. Jack gonna get a shot off. Great check from behind, knocking it loose. Hunter Schauflin. RC's going to keep it. There's a shot low, working across the body of the goaltender. I like that idea on the release on the part of Wesley Wainwright. Wainwright, 33 goals on the season. One of the young leaders on the attack for the Jaguars. Jags have done a good job hustling and getting closest to maintain the possessions. As you see working with it, Sloan Wiggins eventually giving it up. There's a mishandled ball. Good hustle, nice shield. Eventually bounces out of bounds, and the Jaguars are going to keep it. Ty Veers got the go signal, works the dodge. Look at that check from over the top of his head. No call. And now we get a flag. Physical exchange after what I just described. You take a pull to your grill, you might have a react. Won't call him out, but you can see Wheat Ridge is going to have possession of the ball. Across the way, upper left-hand corner, you can see man down, one knee. So it'll be a man-up situation for the Wheat Ridge Farmers, first for either club. Hockey reference, power play. It's a man-up here in the first round lacrosse action at Shea Stadium. Wheat Ridge in black is a man-up. All tied up 1-1, and there is a nice give. Score it for the sophomore, Zach Hall. Wheat Ridge takes advantage of the infraction, goes man up, and quickly transitions that and converts it into a goal that puts them back up in the lead.
Wheat Ridge goal number 6, Zach Hall. Assist number 10, Dima Makarov.
How about that work from a couple of talented players? Makarov feeds Hall to score in the man up to make it 2-1 Wheat Ridge. About 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Ground ball picked up easily by Eric Peters. The clear, no threat for RC, and they'll set up. So far, we've seen the Jaguars a little bit more aggressive on their possessions, getting shots off. Mason Markham for Wheat Ridge doing a very nice job rejecting those shots. Take a good peek in the man up. Here's Wheat Ridge being patient, working it around. Makarov finds the cutter to the center, and Hall scores to make it 2-1. Meanwhile, a shot goes by the cage for RC, and Wheat Ridge has possession, and now the clear. Long Stickman brings it across. No problem. A little harassment from behind, and then getting off the field is Kason Garnett. Wheat Ridge 10-5 on the year overall, 7-2 within the Front Range Conference. See that shot from Dan O'Connor. Tough angle, but Wheat Ridge is going to keep it after the miss. Another center cutter behind the back. Count that pretty goal for Austin Hade and Wheat Ridge. Starting to see that shot a little bit more often. See that missed shot from O'Connor. Going to run it down is Makarov. Another nice feed, and watch the cutter. Right here, center screen, behind the back, and there it is. Beautiful goal. A goal scorer's goal by Austin Hade to make it 3-1 Wheat Ridge. And a long attempt from center line. That's no good, and that's how we're going to finish the first quarter. Kehoe, Hall, and Hade score for Wheat Ridge. One from Jack. That's where we sit after 1 quarter of play here at Shea Stadium. It's Wheat Ridge 3, Rock Canyon 1. We return in moments on Stream It Sports. We return to action, second quarter, Shea Stadium. Austin Hade on a gorgeous goal from behind and over his head to make it 3-1 Wheat Ridge. We'll reset here because the clock did not begin. You can't see it on camera right now. Down at the bottom on our score bug, Phil Mildren on top of it, keeps it at 12, so that's why you're seeing Wheat Ridge, who won the face-off, so they'll get awarded possession. And still awaiting for that clock to start ticking up top, and it still has not across the way, and there's the whistle. And now it starts. So we await the go signal. Wheat Ridge will have the ball. Again, Pacello won the face-off at center line, technically with no time ticking. Wheat Ridge in black with the 3-1 lead off of goals from Justin Kehoe, Zach Hall, and Austin Hade. Hade's goal with about 4 seconds left in the first quarter to create the 3-1 advantage for Wheat Ridge. Still some clock issues. We jumped from 12 minutes to 11:33 just like that. And we'll make those adjustments. We did have a lightning delay that forced us to wait for the beginning of this contest. None of those surges were anywhere near this stadium, so no electrical issues due to the weather. We want to thank Aspire Beverages, proudly supporting so many lacrosse clubs, including Wheat Ridge Lacrosse. A couple of dads decided to make something better. No excess sugar and artificial chemicals. So they made Aspire Natural Sport Drinks with beneficial electrolytes, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, all to help you out. Go to aspirebeverages.com.
Rock Canyon penalty number 30, illegal stay.
Round of applause for Aspire perhaps supporting the kids, and also for the clock operators to get all set up. And again, we begin play with Wheat Ridge having possession here and a 2-goal advantage. Wheat Ridge has been very patient, just circling ball around. Minor change there where you saw the switch in position between O'Connor and Austin Hade. Back to the X, Hall, going to send it up top. O'Connor, they work it around some more. Far side. Last 2 goals, Wheat Ridge doing a nice job finding cutters through the center slot. There's a shot. That's low, rejected, and a nice save by Eric Peters, but Wheat Ridge will keep it. Credit Peters with the save. Wheat Ridge trying to go low, but Peters would have none of that. Sends it back into the offense of Wheat Ridge as Hall tries to work at radical angle. What a goal What a tough angle to get that one through, but made the turn and put it into the net. Count it for Zach Hall, his second of the game.
Number 6, Zach Hall.
10:54 mark. Awaiting the replay. Watch this, working the dodge. This will make it come up top, and then there's Hall working it behind the net. Now he starts getting aggressive. Makes the turn and whips it right through over the right shoulder of the goaltender to get a 4-1 lead for Wheat Ridge. Back underway, RC wins the faceoff. Tough physical defense, backs at that X spot and giving it up, and eventually a turnover and now a flag. So Dima Makarov doing a nice job checking ball, forces turnover. Wheat Ridge is going to have possession and will be in their second man up of the game. Zach Hall scored at 1:15 in the first quarter in the man up. That was his first of the contest. Hall recently on that pretty spin move, sidearm whip to get it through at 10:54 in the second quarter. And now with a man advantage, here's Hall with it, sending it over across the way. Sidearm, hint, not going to come. Wheat Ridge up a man. How about that crank from Andrew Fryrich? A little wide, it goes out. Wheat Ridge is closest, and they'll keep it. Whistle, a go. Farmers working it around. Look how tight they are offensively on the attack. Really creeping in on that goalie circle. That shot is through, guess who? Zach Hall scores again. His third of the game for Wheat Ridge to make it 5-1.
Wheat Ridge goal number 6, Zach Hall.
Here's the look. Getting some work done behind the goalie cage. Defenders not reacting in time to help out the goaltender. And now a third goal for Zach Hall and a 4-goal lead for the Wheat Ridge Farmers. Hall has scored 3, 5-1 Wheat Ridge. Whistle blown and a timeout for Coach Lewis Golden. All these game broadcasts, they can be yours. Vivid imagery from the staff here at Stream It Sports. Proud to support high school and college athletics here in the state of Colorado. You can email info@streamitsports.com if you are interested in having one of these broadcasts here in the state of Colorado. Little graphic on the lower right-hand corner, or if you want, hit me on my hip, or you can tweet at me. Go ahead, at Marty Cesario, at Stream It Sports. 5-1 lead Wheat Ridge. Timeout for Coach Lewis Golden, his 8th year heading the program at Rock Canyon. Got a little lax background to him. Went to Hun School of Princeton in New Jersey. Played at Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York. Got his master's degree in sports and performance psychology at DU. Bunch of the staff actually has connections to that department at the University of Denver. Currently, Lewis Golden, a English teacher at RCHS. Younger coach, a lot of fire to him, knows his lacrosse, really believes in his mission and objectives of making better people. I'll give you an example as RC tries to work hard to get out and make the clear. Grade standards for RC lacrosse. If you get a D, you don't play. And that means practice too. You don't even get to wear the helmet. Community service hours for Rock Canyon. Their lacrosse program, 80 during the course of your 4-year career. Done a lot of work with City Lax, which is a lacrosse program that's something to be commended. Introducing lacrosse, the game, to inner city youth, the at-risk kids. RC is involved with that. Right now, Rock Canyon is involved in a game where they've got to play catch-up as you see the score, and now we kind of creep in and get a look at Coach Chris Knott and his Wheat Ridge crew. 5-1 Wheat Ridge as we see some of the shots on goal. That was a nice save by the sophomore goaltender Eric Peters. There's the officiating staff. They've got a long night ahead of them. This is a double bill at Shea Stadium. The opener here, 8-seed Rock Canyon, 9-seed Wheat Ridge. A little later on, Mountain Vista, one of the top seeds in the tournament, will be playing. Matter of fact, I'm blanking who they're going to be playing. The winner of this game will be playing Cherry Creek, or the winner of Cherry Creek and Colorado Academy. Our staff is scrambling. We cover a lot of games, so we're blanking exactly who's on the slate. Vista, a squad that so many coaches applaud when I have my off-the-record calls, calling them nasty. They'll be playing later on, and we had a delayed start to this game, so it's going to be a long night of the Lacs here at Shea Stadium, and that's not bad. Meanwhile, hard check, knocking the ball and forcing the ground ball. Ian Hicks, excellent job. Still the long stickman battling a host of Wheat Ridge players, and eventually coming up with it is Wheat Ridge. Getting a read on that blue numeral, that's Justin Kehoe, who started this game in terms of scoring with a goal at the 6:31 mark in the first. Finally found that data for you. It's Mountain Vista against Fossil Ridge, a 3 against a 14 in terms of seeding in the 5A brackets here in 2015. In 10 days, as we have the fast pace here in the state championships, two teams will meet at Mile High Stadium. Wheat Ridge has been there a couple of times. They won the 2013 4A championship. They were there last year, but unable to get past the Ponderosa Mustangs. Whistle blown as Ian Hicks, the junior, tries to get out of trouble, can't get to center line, and now a whistle blown, and that'll be a timeout. I believe that'll be for Lewis Golden. Working more on that biographical information on Lewis Golden and his program. 8 years he's been the man over at RC. Earned their first playoff victory back in 2009, made the quarters in 2012 and 2014. Looking to advance further. They've got a nice setup here. Last year, very talented, making the quarterfinals. Lost 16 seniors off that squad. But how Coach Golden described it to me, and you're familiar with this scenario in all sports, they lost their stars. Now they're more of a team. You see that happen. First thing that pops in my head, because we're here in Denver, when Peyton Manning left Tennessee, it was the year after that the Volunteers won the championship. And that's no slight on the big guy, the quarterback. It's that all of a sudden squads start to get that sense, we got to come together. We lost our big guy. We can't rest on him. Rock Canyon hoping that's the case. More team chemistry in terms of play. Whistle blown, and bringing it up is Colton Jackson, the DU commit. He will play for Coach Tierney next year at the University of Denver. Sidearm whip on the run. That is wide. RC's going to keep it. By the way, shout to the Pioneers, as always. Very involved in the NCAA D1 tournament. Playing this weekend in first-round action here at home. Rock Canyon work to do, down 4. That was a shot. It was off. Nice hard ground ball pickup, Hunter Newcomb. And a shout to Newcomb's mom, who's running the PA and concessions. Shot blocked by a defenseman. Reverse sidearm whip attempt by Colton Jackson, read well by Mason Markham. He makes the save, and Wheat Ridge is going to come out of it. Now attempting the clear, working right to left on your monitor. Aggressive forecheck. Hunter Newcomb and the clear. Wheat Ridge. See if they set up. Watch that cutter coming from up top. Now the Farmers want to exchange personnel as I watch Pacello race off along the center line. Get their attackmen out and eventually do. That's Zach Hall across the way. Pardon me. Matt Binns steps across on the wing, comes up, works the dodge, gets himself a goal. The 6th for Wheat Ridge at the 6:30 mark in the second.
Wheat Ridge goal number 7, Matt Binns.
Nice job by Matt Binns. Little problem getting him on the field. Made the receive at the 40-yard line, advanced 30 yards and made the shot, and establishes a 5-goal lead for the 9-seed Wheat Ridge. Binns at 6:30 to make it 6-1 Wheat Ridge. Rock Canyon down 5. They have the ball. Excellent dodge on that far side. Like that nifty work on foot by Jeffrey Thompson. Now a whistle blown, and I believe this is going to be RC in their first man up. Yes, it will be. So across the way, a Farmer on one knee.
Number 18, 1 minute slash.
Slashing call. Man up, the first of the game for Rock Canyon. Farmers defending. Down a man. Center cutter, well defended. This possession looking real good for Rock Canyon. Looking for that shot to get off. It did, well blocked by Kevin McCoy, the freshman long stick. Felt that one. He's still shaking his hand right now. Took it on the wrist, but good hustle to help out his goaltender, denying the shot to even get near the cage. Still a man up for Rock Canyon. Down 5 goals. Deep into the second. There's the center cutter, and it's blocked. Mason Markham absorbed that shot and fell to the ground. The crowd reacting to the save by Markham, the junior. Still a man up, and there's the shot from up top. Count it. Colton Jackson scores for Rock Canyon. What an excellent shot from way up top. Colton Jackson, senior leader, realizing with the man advantage, maybe I am the big guy. I need to get some work done for my team. Jackson at 4:47 in the man up here in the second. 6-2 game. Nice steal defensively for the Jaguars. Jack Wallenmeyer. Clear all the way across. Charging on the rush. Rock Canyon blocked defensively. Carson Garnett. Intensity picking up. Rock Canyon, can they get a little mo going? Building the momentum after the Colton Jackson goal just a couple of minutes ago. 30 seconds ago. So much action time flying in my head. Even strength right now. Rock Canyon, the most recent score. There's a shot, ground ball attempt, defended well, a save, Mason Markham. Golf clap, round of applause for the goaltender. Excellent second quarter, very competitive. It does not seem like we have a 4-goal spread in this game. But you see, as you're watching on that beautiful graphic, it is a 4-goal advantage for Wheat Ridge as we have another timeout. Chris Knott wants to take a pause. Again, you can connect with us via Twitter at StreamItSports, at Marty Cesario. If you want to hit me, I am not flawless. I can take the heat. I'm a big boy. Mom, if I mispronounce, you go ahead and tag me. But thank you for the follows. We appreciate that, and we love to share some stuff. Me, I'm obviously busy right now, but I like to share some post-game react about some of the fine plays or excellent work by the young guys in their big moment. We always say this window's real short. Not everybody gets to go next level, and even a smaller percentage beyond that to play for the Mammoth or the Outlaws. So this is it for a lot of us and those kids down there. At Stream It Sports, at Marty Cesario. And give a little love. You can follow at WR Boys Lax if you would like to follow the program for Wheat Ridge. At Rock Canyon HS if you dig the Jags. Meanwhile, shot low. That's a little wide, but still, Peters was in a very good position. Sealed off that far side at the pole. Nothing getting through. Wheat Ridge keeps it. And will now set up. A little more aggressive here in the second quarter. We saw Wheat Ridge open this game with 2 possessions that lasted a minute and a half long. Another nice save for Peters. Seems like he's dialed in. Again, sealing that far side at the post. But the Farmers still keep the ball, chasing. Nice hustle. The dime. Makarov crossing over the X spot. Good defense in his face. Michael Phelps, the 4-year starter. Another save by Peters. Mentioned Phelps. He's a good story. 4-year starter. Really good player. Has no interest in playing at the next level. He's got his mind set on an engineering program at Montana State that's perfect fit for him, so that's where he's headed next year. Meanwhile, clear, no problem for Rock Canyon up top. That's a good place to put it. In the basket of Colton Jackson, who scored at the 4:47 mark. That is the most recent goal. Number 10, Jackson working near side wing. That was a man up with Jackson. Charges through, splits the legs of the goaltender. Count it for RC and Colton Jackson. Starting to get the sense, even though I drew up the story of this squad, the makeup is no stars. Well, at some point, someone's got to step up. Jackson, 2 goals to get the Jaguars within 3. 2:02, Colton Jackson at even strength. So Jackson has 2 for Rock Canyon. Zach Hall, 3 for Wheat Ridge. It's a 6-3 game. That was a nice battle there around center line. Long Stickman releases, and he scores. The very talented Trey Sayers. Let's get a look at that. Here's that battle of the face-off. There's going to be chaos. Ball up in the air, 15 feet, can't find it. Eventually, Trey Sayers comes out with it. What a nice moment for a D-man to score. The sophomore, Trey Sayers, at 142. Rock Canyon, quick rush after the win. Oh, that's off the post. Upper right-hand corner, above the right shoulder of the goaltender. And you saw on your monitor how much velocity was on that shot. It bounced all the way to the far sideline. (7-3) game. RC is clicking, though, offensively. They just got to string together a few more in order to, at minimum, tie this thing up. There's a guy that needs to have it, Colton Jackson. 2 goals here in the second quarter. Colton from up top, working dodge. That was a centering pass. Cutter was Hunter Newcomb. Good idea, but a missed exchange. It goes out of bounds. Wheat Ridge with the possession. Long pass across the way, and a lot of space now for Wheat Ridge. They come across. Bartusiak, we have not mentioned him too much. Excellent defenseman. That shot, I believe, was off the post on the right-hand side of the goaltender, Eric Peters. Four-goal game, 30 seconds left. Missed exchange, ground ball. Go get it. Wheat Ridge comes up with it on the run. Here come the Farmers. Bam! Colton Jackson with 2 checks. No infraction. Long stick to the face. And 1 knocked out. Good team defense. Rock Canyon. Jack Wallenmeyer forcing the ground ball. Long pass attempt. Errant. And out of bounds. And the horn. And a halftime intermission. Very exciting first round action. Zach Hall scored twice for Wheat Ridge here in the second. Matt Binns, then Colton Jackson twice for RC. But a Trayer Sayers goal puts Wheat Ridge up 7-3. 4 games. We've got a 4-goal spread. We've got 2 quarters to go. We'll return after the halftime break here on Stream It Sports.